One abandoned step too deep into the woods, and you might uncover something or someone you were never meant to see.
Oh my fucking god.
Listen, you alright? Dude,
Hiking feels peaceful, camping feels freeing, but out there, danger hides in silence. And when you ignore the warnings, well, real stories prove you might not come back the same. Case 1, Lou Rock and Noah in the murder house.
Alright guys, so we're gonna take a walk back here. It's in the bedrooms. This place is pretty run down.
It starts with Lou Rock, a YouTuber known for exploring creepy, abandoned places. He and his friend Noah decided to check out what locals whispered about as a former Hells Angels hideout. And right away, the atmosphere was off. Dust-covered furniture, band posters plastered across walls, and a silence that felt heavier the deeper they walked. But here's where it gets even stranger. When they reached the basement, the air changed, cold, tense, like something was waiting. And then, in the shadows, they spotted him. A man slumped on the floor, a needle lying close by.
What? Yo, dude. There's some freaking guy down here.
What do you mean there's some guy down there?
At first, panic hit them for a different reason. They thought he overdosed. They tried to figure out if he was breathing, debating whether to call for help. But then, he moved. His eyes snapped open, wild and unsteady, and instead of asking for help, he lunged at them.
Yeah? You okay? Don't do any sudden movements here. Oh yeah?
Oh shit. Oh dude, let's get out of here, bro.
You alright, dude? Yo, man,
Dude.
I'm trying to help you here.
Dude, I'm getting ready to bounce.
I'm trying to help you out here, bro. Back up.
This part shocked me the most. His aggression wasn't just offensive, it was threatening. He began shouting, staggering toward them with unpredictable rage.
Listen, you alright? Dude, I'm fucking slap the shit out of you, bro. Back the fuck up off of me, dude. Back the fuck up. I swear I'll kick you right here.
Now imagine being underground, trapped in a stranger's house, with someone unstable blocking your way out. What would you do? Lou did the only thing he thought might keep them alive. He pulled a knife, not to attack, but to warn, just to show they weren't helpless. The man froze, muttered something, then backed off enough for them to scramble upstairs. Hearts racing, adrenaline in overdrive, they bolted through the house and into the night. Just when it seemed like an ordinary exploration, it became a fight for safety. A chilling reminder, danger doesn't always roar. It hides, waits, and wakes up when you least expect it. That's the truth about ignoring warning signs. You never know if the silence hides peace or a nightmare. What would you have done in Lou's place? Case 2, Chris in the hidden tunnels.
As you can see, the further you go down, the less graffiti you see.
Chris from the Herbex Hill channel often explores forgotten places, but April 2022 led him underground into a maze of hidden tunnels. Honestly, it started with busted up walls, spray paint everywhere, and this weirdly haunting silence bouncing right back at him. But the further he wandered, the less graffiti there was, like the darkness and wet rock just ate it up. The air got chilly fast, water rushing somewhere nearby, way louder than he expected, echoing like crazy. These tunnels, man. It almost felt like they were breathing, getting tighter, squeezing him with every step. Not exactly a walk in the park. Then came the moment that froze him in place. From the shadows ahead, two glowing eyes reflected at him. Not human, too low to the ground, too quick. They locked onto his light, then disappeared with a splash into the flowing water. Heart pounding, Chris pushed forward, flashlight scanning walls and water. Splashes echoed, retreating further down the tunnel. He chased the sound, expecting maybe an animal, maybe someone else hiding, but found nothing. Just dripping stone, rushing water, and an emptiness that felt wrong. He finally stopped, unsettled. Maybe it was creatures, maybe just tricks of light. But standing there alone in endless dark tunnels, he realized something important. Not every danger reveals itself. Some stay hidden, waiting just out of reach. And that thought lingered long after he left. Case 3. Nikki's solo wild camping.
Get gas. That's it.
February 2025 rolls around, and Nikki decides, yeah, why not? And goes solo wild camping in the most remote patch of North Carolina she can find. The place is all beat up from hurricanes. Trails have half disappeared, and there's mud everywhere. She's bumping along in her truck, bouncing for a good 8 miles off any real road just to get somewhere nobody else would bother with. Out there, it's like the world hit mute. So she starts hiking in. Right away, the woods have this weird, jumpy vibe. Branches groan like old floorboards. Then, out of nowhere, she hears this knocking. Not just once, like someone's out there, messing around. Nikki tries to play it cool and tells herself it's probably a woodpecker. Still, the timing's off. Not quite right. And honestly, she's not buying her own story.
Just to see what's around that little corner right there. I don't know how far I'll go, but yeah, it's about time to build a fire too, so let's do it. Got the trusty dusty bear spray. Thought I heard some knocking coming from that direction.
By the time she set up camp, that unease stuck. She strung lights around the tent, creating a small circle of safety in the endless dark. Just to ground herself, she called her husband, describing the strange noises but insisting everything was fine.
Compared to yours, but it's still big.
As long as it's right here.
Yeah. Shine your headlight down in there so we can get a better view of it. Be careful. Look up at those trees, son. That's just piles and piles of trees.
Look at these.
Yeah, see, they cut that and I cut that to clear the road.
But here's where it gets unsettling. While checking the area, Nikki spotted a footprint. It wasn't hers, and it wasn't fresh either. Just wrong somehow. Too close to camp. Then, as she swept her camera around, odd reflections blinked back from the woods like faint eyes catching light. The silence grew heavier, not peaceful but suffocating. The kind that presses in, making you feel like something or someone is watching. Nikki couldn't shake it, even while forcing herself to stay calm through the night. Every small sound outside the tent felt amplified. By morning, she and her husband agreed it wasn't worth testing fate. They packed up early, leaving the woods behind. And it's a sharp reminder. In the wilderness, not every sign is harmless. Sometimes ignoring them is the most dangerous choice of all. Case 4. Ellie and Graham's van attack.
11 o'clock, didn't we?
Something like that, yeah, not particularly
And
early.
it wasn't particularly early, but not too late.
No.
But about 1 o'clock, Ellie woke up, and I think I heard this as well. There was like thumping music.
Yeah, my best
playing.
description, dum, 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 sort of music, really
Yeah.
loud car stereo, which suddenly went off.
Yeah, and I
Ellie and Graham figured their camper van bam. In of the middle, a rolling fortress. Freedom on wheels, right? Well, that bubble popped hard one night. They'd parked somewhere that looked totally chill. Nothing weird. But then, bam. Middle of the night, like 1 a.m. or so, they get blasted awake by some wild, thumping music. At first, it's not right on top of them, but man, it gets louder and starts circling the van. Like, who does that? The whole thing felt trippy and kind of menacing. And then, just when their hearts are doing gymnastics, the noise cuts out. Nothing. Dead silence. Honestly, way creepier than the music.
We've just been woken up with a loud bang, and you dropped something on the floor there. Was that glass? 2 bricks,
And someone's just smashed Merlin's windows while we were sleeping. So no, we don't recommend this as a place to stop. They smashed the windscreen, but Graham's hoping he...
Yeah, so much for peace, huh? The whole van just about jumped off its wheels with that explosion of noise. Seriously, it felt like the universe took a swing at them. Panic set in fast, hearts thumping like they were in some bad horror flick. Was this a prank, or was someone actually trying to get at them? Who knew? But it was definitely not good. Cracking open the door for a peek, the answer didn't exactly calm their nerves. 2 bricks just chilling on the asphalt, and the passenger window gone, smashed to bits. Whoever did it didn't give a damn if anyone was inside, which, let's be real, makes your blood run cold. Suddenly, it's all about survival, not questions. No way they were sticking around. The windshield was a spider web. Visibility sucked, but waiting there felt like asking for round 2. Graham fired up the engine. Ellie's eyes darted over every shadow, and they peeled out fast, hearts hammering, just looking for somewhere, anywhere, safe. And you know, it's wild. Even with a metal box on poetic, Els, you're still just a sitting duck out there. That sense of being alone, it's not just poetic, it's real as hell. Out in the dark, help isn't just a button away. And danger, well, sometimes it knocks when you're dead asleep, thinking you're safe. Guess what? A van doesn't make you bulletproof. That's the kind of lesson you never want to learn firsthand. Case 5. Field Days in the Haunted Cave.
To the entrance of the cave. Here it is, literally standing above the hole right now. What we're going to do is we're going to jump.
Field Days isn't exactly known for spa weekends. Nah, it's all about the grit. Remote camps, weather that wants to kill you, and challenges that make you question your life choices. But man, crashing in a so-called haunted cave, that one took the cake. Not just a test of guts, but legit survival instinct. Let's just say, getting down there was not great. The ladder, sketchy as hell. Every step groaned like it was about to betray him, and the blackness swallowed up the world. His headlamp barely made a dent, just enough to catch gnarly rock walls, water dripping like some slow torture, and shadows that played tricks on your mind. The air got thick the deeper he crawled, like the cave itself was watching. And then, boom, stuff got real. Out of nowhere, this massive rusted chain starts clanking and shifting all by itself. Metal screeching against rock, echoing everywhere. No wind, no draft, nothing that could explain it. Just pure, unfiltered. Nope.
That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms.
Panic set in. He froze, listening as noises erupted deeper in the cavern. Sharp cracks, echoes that bounced back unnaturally. Goosebumps ran across his skin, every instinct screaming that something wasn't right. And in that moment, adrenaline clashed with pride. Finish the challenge or leave alive. The decision didn't take long. He realized no video, no adventure, was worth risking his safety. With shaking hands, he retraced his path, climbing back up the same unstable ladder, the noises fading only when daylight finally replaced the dark behind him.
That's that chain. That chain's moving.
That night reinforced something vital. Survival isn't about ignoring fear, it's about respecting it. Sometimes leaving isn't failure. It's the only choice that ensures you get another day to keep exploring. And in that cave, walking away was the bravest decision he made. Nature can be breathtaking, but the moment you ignore its warnings, peace turns into peril. Strange knocks, eerie figures, heavy silence. All signs matter. Trust your instincts. They might save you. Drop your eerie encounters in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with fellow explorers.